Okay, this video is going to talk about how to name a class in Java, and we're dealing with notes on page 7 of your chapter 1 notes, so you can fill in the blanks as you go. You can follow in on with JGrasp if you want, but you don't have to. So we're talking about what's called conventional class identifiers. Remember, identifier is the name, so a conventional naming of classes. Although you can use any legal identifier, so what we just talked about in the other video, although you can use any legal identifier to name a class, there is a conventional way to name a class. A conventional way to name a class that distinguishes it from being the name of a variable or some other Java object. So you could see the name of an object in your Java code, and you would be able to go, okay, well, this is for the name of a class, this one's the name of a variable, just because of how they are named. So the conventional method for class identifiers, or the way that programmers normally name their classes, is it begins with a capital letter. Okay, so the class name begins with the capital letter. And just to demonstrate something here, remember that it can be any legal identifier. So an identifier does not have to start with a capital letter. Okay, so if I go first here as the name of the class and it starts with this lowercase letter, I can compile it, and oh, I forgot to do something. Save as, and I'm going to save this as first.java without being capitalized. Okay, so now we're in the right spot. Okay, so if I compile this, there is no problem. I have first is without being capitalized as the name of the class. It says no problem, that is not an issue. So it compiles fine, I'm able to run it, it does its thing. Well, it's supposed to be. I'd made some other mistake here somewhere. Alright, so I had another issue, but yes, so that works. It allows me to run it and everything, even though it's not capitalized. So, it begins with a capital letter, is how we name classes and use upper camel casing. Upper camel casing for compound identifiers. That would be identifiers that have more than one word. So each word starts with a capital letter. And so the example here is testing period 3. So you have two words, testing and period. Each word is capitalized, and that's called upper camel casing. It's upper camel casing because they alternate words with their capital letters, and then it also starts with an upper case letter. Alright, so that's camel casing, and that's the conventional way. So why are the following unconventional class names? Now notice all of these are legal. They're legal, but they are not conventional ways to name a class. So what I need you to do is pause the video, write down to the side why each is not a conventional way to name a class, and then turn the video back on. Okay, so undergraduate or undergrad student, so you have the S needs to be capitalized at least. You possibly could capitalize G as well, but these two, let's say undergrad is one word and then student is another word. S needs to be capitalized for upper camel casing. Here it's using an underscore, which is legal, but it's not normal for the name of a class. Here you have budget is all caps, which is not normal, so that does not work. I mean, it works, I'm sorry, but it is not conventional. There is another object that would use all caps. So to distinguish from that, we don't want to use this for the name of a class. And then here, it does not start with a capital letter. That's the only issue. Now notice up here that that testing has a 3 in it. So there's no issues as far as numbers go. Numbers are fine. The issue is that it starts with a capital letter and that compound words are each capitalized. Alright, so that is the conventional way or the normal way to name a class in Java, and that's it.